positive America, for this is the place to be. Think positive America, for all souls. I'm thinking positive.
Hi everybody, my name is David Giller and it's my beautiful wife.
Helene Abrams Giller.
And welcome to our Think Positive America show for October.
Yeah.
And this month our theme is go for it, follow your dreams.
Right. Go for it.
Wow, that's so important to go for it. You know, first of all, let's talk about our dreams. Let's talk about the things that we think about sometimes when we're very young, and sometimes it doesn't come to us. Our dreams, our visions, and our dreams don't really come to us till later on in life. Well, first of all, what is it? What is it? What are we talking about when we talk about our dreams?
Well, I think it's the that which brings us a great deal of joy. Isn't that what our dreams are? You know, like when I was young, I was performing. I was on the stage, and I was also an artist and a painter.
So is it about something that you want to do to make a living, or is it something that you want to do as a as a hobby, or is it something it's like creative, something that
I think it's the part of you that you're
or is it a
talent.
purpose?
Well, I think it's all that's all
Kind of like
part
all,
of it.
it's all in one, right?
Yeah. Your purpose. Where do what's your purpose? Your purpose is a gift that you've been given. That's your purpose. What brings joy to your heart? What makes you, what
Well, why don't we
brightens
start?
your life?
I think if I like to tell just a little bit, a short version of about my vision.
Okay.
So this way, I mean, and everybody doesn't have a vision like I've had. Okay?
Oh, really?
Yeah, everybody. Well, first of all, everybody has their own vision.
Yeah.
They see with their own eyes.
Well,
They
you've had a
feel-
really masterful vision.
They feel with their own heart. They see with their own eyes. Everybody's a unique individual. Everybody's a person.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's a song you wrote, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a person. Anyway, I had a vision. Actually, 40 years ago. Well, it's going to be 40 years in 2017. It was 1977 when I had this vision. And for me, this vision was so powerful and so, deeply embedded in my soul that I knew that this was something that I had to just totally commit to. It just came to me, and it was about changing the world. It was about helping the world to think more positively and have a higher people to have a higher self-esteem. And at that time, stress was a really, really big problem like increasing in our world. That was like at the time when the population was exploding, and you had like you get on the phone and you have to wait for an operator, and all these kinds of things. The lines get longer in the banks. Everything was starting to happen like that. So my vision was to accelerate positive change in the world by helping people to reduce stress and think more positively. So I had no idea when I first had that vision what that meant. So a vision is something that, as clear as it might seem, if it's a lifelong vision, as clear as it might seem at that moment, it might take like years to even clarify what that vision is and how, and like when I had this vision, it was so important to me that I decided at that time that this was the most important thing to me in my life. I had that kind of passion for it.
You weren't going to get married, and you weren't going to have a family,
and I made that decision because I didn't want my priorities to shift. I wanted my priorities to be totally dedicated to this vision. So
and you were letting it unfold, though.
I was totally letting it.
It wasn't
unfold.
like you weren't in your head thinking about a vision. It was kind of like you were getting this guidance. It was you were tapping into spirit,
right,
and you were downloading it. Isn't that how it happened?
Every day, I would wake up every day, and I would say, "Oh, another day, another beautiful day to work on my vision, to work on perfecting my vision. So, and my creativity just started like really taking off. So I started developing different pieces of my vision, as a different, like wrote a book, and then I came up with ideas for positive slogans, that people could wear on T-shirts or
Right.
that would be on billboards or whatever. So that was the vision, to surround people with positive reinforcements. But the whole thing is, this is the point that I want to make here. Along the way, life happens. Okay, you have to, you have to work in and around, parents that might be, that might be sick, and then you have to become like a caregiver, or you have to work around, different things that are happening in your community or in the world, or, whatever happens in life, you have to, work around it. So you want to complete your vision, you want to work on your vision. At the same time, you have to become a great person. You have to want to become like a really good. Why are you looking at me like that? You want to become a good person. You want to like.
Are you a good person?
You want
That's
to
the
transform
question.
your life. At the same time, you're working on the vision. You want to transform your life, and so that means that you have to play this little game. It's like a little dance that you have to do in order to move your vision forward. You have to do this little dance with life and make life happen in a really exciting way for yourself while you're achieving your dream. The thing that you don't want to do, and then I'm going to keep quiet after this. The thing that you don't want to do is keep the dream off on the side here. And then when it happens to come up, it comes up, and you have a few minutes here, a few minutes there, and you work on it, this month, next month, whatever. You really want, if it's important enough to you and it's in your heart, you really want to work on this as often as you possibly can. You really want to make it a, if not the, top priority in your life. So, I didn't know it was going to take me 40 years for people to be really ready for positive change in the world. I didn't know it was going to take me all these years to create projects, to test them out and nurture them and do workshops and seminars and go to the recording studios and all the different things that were involved, and meeting you, of course, my love. And spending the last 15 years with my amazing soulmate here, who joined me in this project over the last 15 years. So together, we have like 55 years working on the Think Positive World Vision. So, so it's really important that, first of all, that you recognize your dream.
Which you did early on, and you were, you were developing it. You were, you had a t-shirt company. You had projects that you put out there. You tested them. So
Then
it's-
started writing music. It kind of like evolves. It's like any kind of like a business you create or a hobby that you have or anything. You get better and better at it, and then you talk to people about it, and they have ideas, and it starts to like evolve. So that's the key. You have to like really, really, really stay with your vision, no matter how long it takes.
And you have to allow it to unfold. You have to.
Well, that I allowed.
You have
I
to,
allowed it, all right.
Yeah, you have
all
to
those
allow
decades.
it. It's something that, like one of the people who's on our show, a segment on our show today, is Sunny Kang, who this is the 25th year anniversary of when her father was murdered in his store. He was shot. It was a gun violence situation that really turned her life around, because she was a successful musician, after her father was killed, she just couldn't move forward with her music. So
Well, because
it
that would impact
touched-
anybody's life, to learn that your dad, who you love so much, got shot.
down in his laundromat.
His laundry.
But we'll show
But that
you a
really,
little
well,
clip.
that made a real impact on her life at that point. And a lot of times it happens when things like that happen to families. It it creates like a sense of urgency for people to want to go out there and
Do something
help
about
prevent
it.
this happening
Exactly.
to other families.
And it took her quite a while. I mean, this is 25 years, and she just put out this fabulous album. We'll let you. She plays a clarinet, and we'll show you a little piece of her.
Take a look.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 21, I guess, and then I get a phone call from my sister late at night, and saying that my father, don't be shocked, but Dad just passed away. I'm like, what? What happened? I mean, I couldn't even say anything, and I just started. All I could remember is I just started screaming. It was just like just screaming, and I was at the height of my. Actually, I was at Yale. I was in my graduate degree. I was doing really, really well, and all of a sudden, I feel like everything just started. It was gone. Like my hopes and dreams just disappeared. I just couldn't see my future in music anymore. So I went to Chicago to do my to do the funeral, and I don't know. Ever since then, that one bullet hitting, senseless bullet, just destroyed my hopes and dreams. What I had then, because and my family, my mom especially. Thank God I have music that's been calming me and consoling me, and the music that I'm dedicating it for my next project is for the victims of gun violence. The power of music can soften the hardened souls, because when you hear Bach, when you hear Gluck, when you hear Rachmaninoff, how can you not, pause for a moment and go to a place where it's nice and safe and loving, So the music that I'm going to be dedicating is for the victims of gun violence, just in a way that I can help in any way to make them feel better. And that's the whole message of Solace is to share with other families of victims of gun violence, because it's really tough, because it's about for years we've been suffering silently. Yes. Last summer, there were so many mass shootings last summer, right? San Bernardino, everything that's Charleston and all that, and it's just like something was like just tugging at my heart, like you gotta do something. But what am I supposed to do? I'm just a wife and a mother, and I play the clarinet. What am I supposed to do? But it was just something in me, and then all of a sudden it just clicked, because my agent in Canada, he's like, Sonny, you gotta do something about it. And then it just clicked. Like, I've been thinking about doing some kind of CD like this to, just put repertoire together that have healed me and comforted me when in the times of sorrow, and when people are depressed, they're in their solitude and listening to some comforting music. And so, in all these music just started popping up, and Danny Boy is one of the pieces that my dad used to listen to all the time, and he used to play it on the clarinet, and And so I started with these two songs, and then all of a sudden, like, these just songs just came to me. And then I started collaborating with modern day composers, and then like Reflection by Adrian Albert in California, and Lee Hin he's visually blind, but he composes and sings, and I was so inspired by him in Hong Kong. So I played his song Story of Ups and Downs, and then Michele Manganini.
I like that title.
Yeah,
I like that song.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, what am I standing for? You know, I created this great product. What am I standing to? Why did I do this? Where's my commitment? And commitment is really to share music with people that are suffering. So it's really about giving, sharing my experience as to how I was able to heal myself through music, the power of music. And I go through the 5 stages of grieving. What is it? It starts with denial, and it goes to depression, and it goes to anger, and then it goes to bargaining, and then finally acceptance and letting go. And so my CD is based on those 5 stages.
Wow. She's so talented, and you know,
So sweet.
Even in the last year, since the last year and a half since we met her, she has come. She's on fire now.
She is on fire.
She is
great.
doing great things. I'd like to ask my beautiful wife, Aline.
Yes.
You know, I know that for the last 15 years we've been working together on this. We've kind of like merged our visions.
Right.
So what was your vision before you and I, and we were good friends for 15 years before that. But even when, even while we were good friends, what was your vision?
Okay, well, I was a healer, and I wanted to marry healing and the arts. I was also a performer since I've been about 10 years old, and I was on the stage and in films and television.
Did you have an epiphany?
Well, I had a few epiphanies. I was also a model, and I also had a near-death experience which shifted things for me in my life. So,
what was pulling at your heartstrings?
Well, I don't know. I had a lot
entertainer, being a performer.
Being a performer, I was very. The stage always excited me, the theater, and creating characters,
Well, you're also an amazing artist. I mean, really an amazing artist.
Yeah, since I was, I think, around, maybe I was in 5th grade or 6th grade, I won some art awards in school.
But everything, whether it's
when
acting,
I paint, right.
whether it's painting or acting or whatever creative gift that you've been
Right.
given, it just comes right through you. It comes almost as if God is putting it on canvas, or it is.
That's true. That is how I do paint. It's like I start with a blank canvas, and I hold the brushes, and then I just start moving the brushes and with the paint on
Without
them.
thinking about it.
I don't think about it.
See, that's the
Right.
key.
I don't think about it, and I don't think about it if I'm performing also. I was working, training people as an acting coach about using improvisation. And the whole thing is not to use your mind in that way. Allow it to come through.
Yeah. See, that's so important. So important what you just said, because I believe one of the biggest problems in our society, or challenges in our society, is that people think too much.
Right.
That's where all the emotions come in: the worry, the fear. Think about how much time and energy people put into worrying about things.
That's true.
It's such a wasted time. It's like trying to jump a hurdle, all these hurdles that may or may not even exist before you get to it. So.
Well, I think it's interesting because I also have a book that I created, a poetry book. It's almost like a Dr. Seuss-like story. I'm a Person, So Smile, for kids or for adults, and that just came through me. I was seated at the computer, and the poetry.
We're working on our I'm a Person. I think we had just completed our I'm a Person self-esteem kit.
Right.
For families.
The other thing that I have always loved doing is making films, being in films. that's another area that,
You're a great filmmaker.
yeah, thanks.
She is a great filmmaker.
I'm a Renaissance woman, you know. That's true. Okay, so,
So
let's check
here, take a
Karen.
look at with Karen. We had Karen talk to us about go for it, follow your dreams. So here, which is our monthly theme. So here's take a look.
Hola friends from Think Positive World and Think Positive America. This is Karen Hoyas. I am originally from Colombia, Latina in the house, and I'm a transformational coach and international speaker with over 24,000 graduates of my seminars all around the world. And I'm here to remind you to go and follow your dreams, to go and receive and claim what is yours, because within every one of you there is a purpose, it's a mission that is waiting to be unleashed so everyone else can receive it. Within you there is a gift that don't belong to you, it belongs to humanity. And I know that as a fact because I live it every day. I love my purpose, my mission of making a difference in the world. Today I have a beautiful life, I'm very blessed. Yet it wasn't always like this. I had a very challenging time many years ago when I experienced domestic violence in Colombia. I actually almost died. I had a gun pointed at my head, and at that moment I didn't know if I was going to survive. I was blessed to have a new opportunity to live. I found my purpose. It was coaching, speaking, training, and it was very challenging in the beginning because I didn't know how and what to do. Yet I follow my calling, I follow my dream, and I surround myself with people that remind me my greatness. That's what I love Think Positive America and Think Positive World, because it is a movement that reminds you your greatness, that reminds you that within you have power to change your life and power to change the life of so many people that are waiting to receive your gift. So if you're feeling down, remember, contribute, serve other people. If you don't feel happy, what is missing in your life is contribution. More we give, more happy we become. If you want to create more abundance in your world, well, ask yourself, how can I make a difference? What is my gift? If I had all the money in the world, what would you do to serve others? That is your passion, you must follow it. And just share it. Share it with the world. More you share, more you receive. And remember to smile with gratitude. Gratitude is the key that opens the door to success. Well, today I am here in New York, Karen Hoyas, sharing with you with my heart, reminding you to follow your dreams. Thank you so much. May God and the universe bless you. Ciao, ciao.
Wow, she's good.
Karen,
We love her.
Karen, nobody knows how to put it better than Karen. She just tells it like it is. If you want to achieve your dreams, if you wake up every morning and you wherever you go throughout the whole day, if you're just kind to people, no matter how
Right.
you never know why somebody's are short on patience or are not in the best mood or whatever. Maybe they just lost their mother, or maybe they their son's in the hospital, or maybe they're having all kinds of whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, so if you just put out the kindness all day long, you're gonna be ahead of the game by far. Your life is gonna be attracting all kinds of amazing people to you, and then people will. What do they say? It's not what you said; it's how you made me feel.
Yes, Maya
And so
Angelou. I
if you
think,
have
said that.
kindness and you're giving kindness to somebody, even though they're short on patience with you or they're not being kind to you,
Yeah.
they're gonna remember down the line
What's
when
that?
they're in a better space. I remember,
I
when
remember
was-
that person.
Yeah.
Oh, she made me feel so
Yeah,
good. You
yeah.
know.
Joni-
And let's put that
Joni
on for a
Clark
second.
is-
She's wonderful.
We
She's-
love this person so much. Now here's somebody that is just totally on the same page
Right.
as us.
She has so much light that just
She
comes
is
out
so
through her.
and she's so excited about our vision and helping us because her vision is the same. We
Yeah.
always say, Think Positive World is not our project. It's
No,
everybody's,
it's everybody's project.
And it certainly is Joni's, because Joni is so right there with us, and she's opening so many doors and introducing us to so many amazing people, and that's what happens when as you're going along on your vision and your purpose, you will meet. The universe puts the right people in your space. If
Right.
you're serious about it, if you're passionate about it, if you're honest with yourself, if it's what makes your heart sing, the people that you're supposed to meet to make this
Will
vision,
show
whether
up.
it's a little vision or a great big vision like we have, the right people will show up. So here, take a look at what Joni has to say
Right.
about go for it, follow your dreams.
Beautiful. Anyway, thank you. I'm Joni Clark, and I'm certainly happy to be in the company of the most positive people in the world here at your doorstep with a great campaign. It's such an important time for the Think Positive movement. We're way overdue. So I'm glad that it's gaining this wonderful momentum. It's such a well put together, well thought out, integrated, and inspirational program. The great history, great people. You know, it's time. Go for it right now. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go in this moment. Shoot. I'll meet you there.
Okay. Oh, that was great. Oh, Joni. I love this woman.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we have so many
Because
wonderful
it's
people
all
that
about
we
love.
love. That's the key.
It's all about love. Your purpose, their purpose, his purpose, her purpose. It's all about love. It's got to be about love. So I think that we pretty much covered everything today.
We did.
I think we should sum up, my dear.
Okay, honey.
So first of all, we'd like to just mention that if anybody is interested in getting in touch with us and knowing more about Think Positive World, please go to thinkpositiveworld.com, right here on the screen, thinkpositiveworld.com. And there's like a plethora of information on there for you to glean what's going on with this and where we are and where we're going with this. And then
And if you want to send us an email, poslink@earthlink.net.
there's poslink@earthlink.net. And then if you want to give us a call, here's our phone number.
That phone number's up there too.
So thank you again. You know, we really appreciate the great feedback we've been getting
Yes.
with our Think Positive America show. This is our 10th show that we've done. It started in January, and here we are, almost complete with the whole year of shows already. So
And these shows are going to be on other channels as well, and we have put them up on YouTube.
and we're also going to be doing like sound bites of the show to really make it easy for people to glean some of the wisdom that comes out of the show. So that's about it. We thank you so much for tuning in.
Keep
and,
enjoying your life and smiling and being kind to everyone.
Be happy and make that the bottom line is happiness. So this is David Giller and my beautiful wife,
Helene Abrams.
who I love so much. Signing off. Think Positive.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yes.
Thinking positive.